Hello and welcome to another episode of Mid-Island Custom Diecast. My name is Evan, and today we're going to be crashing Dad and Andrew's Garage and Matchbox Mark's Veterans Day / Remembrance Day build. And here's what we're starting with. The 75 Chevy stepside from Matchbox. As we have a look at it, just explain a bit. Chuck from Flying Valiant and Chip from Diecast Sheriff and I had a plan to do a build on these Chevy Silverado Squarebody trucks that sort of fell through on the plan. We had to plan for another builder to join us, and that didn't work out, but all three of us have builds done. So with the theme being veterans, we figured why not crash Matchbox Mark and Dad and Andrew's Garage. Anyway, let's get started. First thing to do is drill the post off the front and back, pop open the casting, and take the Dremel tool and clean up the posts around the edge, lower it a little bit so the base fits on nicely. Here's the base. See, it fits on nice now, no problems. We'll drill out the post with the 1.7 millimeter drill bit and get it ready for the 256 button head screws. And off camera we'll go ahead and put those screws in and drop it in the stripper. Here's the stripper. It's a 1850 gel stripper that's available in any hardware store in Canada at least. And we'll take the brush and spread it all around. So now that we've got the car out of the stripper, we're going to go over it with the wire wheel on the Dremel real quick. You can see that the paint stripper was pretty effective here, so just going to give it a little cleanup, remove any possible corrosion, and have a good look over it to see if there's any sanding needed. What we're going to do on this build, because I ordered some of these little hood scoops, is we're going to put one on the hood. It needs to be sanded down a little bit because I felt like it was just a little too high for the look I was going for. So sanded off the bottom of it a little bit and gave it a little sand on the sides too, just to give a little bit more of the look I was going for. Obviously this video is sped up some. After the sanding the hood scoop, I was happy with that, and I had to sort of take this ridge off of the existing hood, especially right at the front there. So we hit it with a couple of different needle files till it was down to where the hood scoop would lay flush, and then we hit it with the little sanding stick just for a little bit more smoothness. And with a bit of CA glue from Bob Smith Industries. I don't use this glue very much because it cures so fast, but we got it on there. I did end up putting a little bit extra glue in from the backside. Then after a coat of primer, I could see where the glue had sort of made a mess around the edges. So went ahead and cleaned that up. This had quite a bit more work. I did have to fill it and sand it about 3 or 4 times. It still didn't end up perfect, but you'll see at the end it looks pretty good. Now the interior was this tan yellow color, so that gets a coat of the black primer paint and some detail work here with the chrome silver paint from Tamiya on the grille, bumpers, and headlights. This base piece has the shifter on it for the interior, so we painted that in. And then on the bottom, painted all the details in. Exhaust and suspension pieces. Pretty nicely detailed interior, this one. As you know, if you watch my videos, I really do enjoy painting all the suspension pieces and exhaust and everything, so we do that. I wanted to give a little extra detail to the box of the truck, so I got this styrene sheet that has a wood pattern. I believe it's 1/100th scale, but I think it looks pretty good, so we're going to use that. Go ahead and trace around the box on the body portion of the casting for the right size, and glue it in. I didn't want to cut the wheel wells down, so just made a nice little shallow box and glued it in there with a support piece along the back of the interior so that it wouldn't get pushed down. There it is. And I have this wood paint, Model Air, I think that's Vallejo. So give the whole thing a bit of wood paint color, and then I go over that with the Nuln Oil from Citadel, and I believe I gave it a couple other little touches eventually as well, but that pretty much gives me the look that I'm going for. Now that the chrome is dry on the front grille, fill in the marker lights and the Nuln Oil, of course, on the grille, which is what I always do, and the headlights in white. I did go ahead and color in the bow tie, but off camera, I guess, or I lost the footage, one of the two. This build I started well over a month ago, so I might have lost some of the video. Anyway, put a little decal in the little Canadian flag decal there for the license plate holder, and voila, we have it painted. I don't know where that footage went, but you can see I colored in the Chevrolet writing on the back tailgate and the mirrors and such. And it was around this time where I got the 3D parts shipment from Flying Valiant, which included steering wheels, so went ahead and chopped out the original nub and glued in this one, gave it a quick paint job around. Then we go back to the body. I got the front indicators, rear indicators, the front one's in orange and the rears are in red. And once we got all the details painted in on the body, I'm going to go ahead and put in some decals that I created. Here you can see a little soldier saluting decal on that scoop, and I've got matching Canada decals on either side of the scoop on the hood. And there's the other side, and a couple of veteran decals on the step side as well, which we'll see at the end. And a nice coat of the clear coat. This is I don't know, I think it's Tamiya clear, but one can never be sure when watching a video back like this. But it did turn out pretty nice, I think. Here's all the bits and pieces. I Took me a while to find the glass piece, but we found it. And these are green light wheels that I have from the Chevy truck series. There you can see the front grille all detailed out, and the rear bumper and toe ball, not much there. There you can see the veteran decals on the side. Anyway, let's go ahead and put it together. While we're doing that, have a look at what we started with. Not a bad casting overall. Just needed some touch-ups as far as I was concerned. So let's see what we ended up with. I want to thank Mark and Dad and Andrew there, fellow Canadians, for including everyone in this build. I want to thank Chuck from Flying Valiant and Chip from Diecast Sheriff for picking the same or similar castings to crash the build with them. And I want to thank all my new subscribers and old subscribers. Thanks for supporting the channel, bearing with me as I figure out this hobby. And please do remember to like the video if you like it. If you don't, go ahead and hit the like button twice. And leave a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you. I'll see you on the next one.